Everyone on FC right now is losing coins while we're still printing them, so how are we doing it? Well, the new FC Pro cards crashing confirms one thing. Old school trading is finished. Still doing live card investing, simple investing for upgrades or anything similar, then you are cooked this year. It's probably why your coin total looks like a relegation battle. But boys, don't you worry, because trading is simpler than ever this year. The meta has never been so easy to make coins. So in this video, boys, I'm going to show you why old school trading is finished, what is the new meta and how can you do it, and then right at the end I've got one sort of fundamental tip that if you follow you will make millions all year, because it's something you ingrain in your brain and you start to understand the FC market more and more. Comment down below, boys, what budget are you currently sat on, and let's jump into it. Most of you think of trading, right? What do you think of? You think of cards like this, live cards that can get upgrades that we can trade with, but what have we seen this year with these cards? They have been punished like never before, right? Take a look at this Carpenter Team of the Week card, right? An 86 Team of the Week, which 14 days ago was called as an investment. Discords, online, everywhere. We even did part of it ourselves, and look at it, right? She was 14,000 coins, ridiculously cheap for an 86 Team of the Week, and look what happened. She just kept falling. These cards are getting over invested. They have too much supply. They don't have enough demand. There are more traders in the game than ever. And just think about this as well, right? This card, these fodder cards, these Team of the Week fodder cards were needed for SBCs during this time, and it didn't matter. They just kept falling because the overinvestment, the amount of traders, the amount of discords, it's tiring. They can't keep up with it, right? So what's happening is these cards are falling, and you've seen it again with Scream, right? Have a guess on this graph when Dybala got his first 99. It was here. Look at this. It is mental. He holds value. He gets a slight rise. 99s stats come out. I think he got 99 pace as well, Dybala. 99 pace with low driven. Gets it. 450k. Next day, 400. Next day, 370. Next day, 290. Next day, falls again. Next day, falls again. Do you see why old school trading just isn't viable anymore? It's oversaturated. But the new method, people could get their heads around it so much simpler. They just don't know what to do, right? And it's so much easier than it's ever been to make coins, right? No matter what budget you're on as well. If you got caught in any of these, boys, let us know. I missed the Scream. I missed this drop here. I got involved in the FC Pro, but we did okay. We broke even there. And this Team of the Week, we actually made coins lazy selling. Did you guys lose any coins on these investments? And if it wasn't already clear, boys, I'm telling you that overinvestment is killing these cards. But do you know what else really good kills this old form of trading? Is leaks, boys. We have so many leaks this year, and all of these leaks are accessible to everyone. Everyone has leaks at their fingertips. They know there's a patch of SBC coming. They know there's a Callan Hoglu coming. They know there's a Perisic coming. They know all of these players coming as Thunderstruck, and we all know them at the same time. So what is happening is old school trading, where you could predict what's coming, is now like all over the place because people know that leaks are coming. They invest before leaks, and then they sell when the leaks come out, and then the leaks come out and cards go down, and we knew that screens were getting 99s, and we knew which screens were getting what 99s. It's all a mess. You're overcomplicating it, right? So this is part of it is why. And I know we all hate leaks, right? Let me know what you boys think about leaks. I'm not a fan at all. I get that it brings a bit of hype to the game, and if you want to know why EA don't stop them, that is why. Because, for example, this Rafinha getting leaked brings hype for Thunderstruck, so EA don't stop it because they think it helps with point spending and people on the game. That is the sad truth. What it does mean is if everyone's getting involved in leaks and doing that, then me and you boys, we can beat the market, and we can do other things that are going to make us coins, which is what I call the new FC26 meta. And the funny thing is, right, it's easier than it ever has been. What is the new meta? Now, there's a load of different things we can talk about. I'm going to go through a few of the main ones, but it can all be like summed up, and you can go through it in 2 words. Quick flips. You need to master quick flips, short holds, small risks, and repeatable strategies, repeatable systems that you can nail down in your mind. Number 1 I want to talk about is actually icons. However, we'll come back to that in just a second. So let's go into chem style trading, right? We talk about this too much, and I'm not going to go into it. You can find a full guide in the free Discord, an exact full guide of how we do it. But this gold rare hunter method we do here, buying the Iosi Perez for 1.2, when I'll tell you right now that he sells for more. And as you can see, he's 2,000 coins. Finding repeatable systems is what took me from 0 coins to 1 million coins. Now, chem styles is not the only one. We've, of course, got start doing chem style trading where you can buy cards for cheap, sell them for a bit more, and repeat it over and over and over again. That is one of them. It's a system that you master. It is not an investment. It is not you mastering graphs. You don't need to feel like you're a cryptocurrency trader because that is weird. You just need to master these systems. Now, it's confusing at first. Let me walk you through them, and then afterwards I'll walk you through how you can master them if you haven't already. Now, number 2 is Fodder flips. And now you might be thinking, yeah, I already invest in Fodder. Gee, shut your trap hole, but listen, right? Fodder flips is different to Fodder investing. What is happening is people are doing Fodder the old school way, where they're going to buy this Rodri when new SBCs are coming out, because they think, well, if new SBCs are coming out, then Fodder goes up, but it's not the case this year. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it. Basically, what is happening this year is these cards are getting overinvested in, so they're never really having dramatic rises and dramatic falls, right? They're having more falls than rises. But what you can do is you can flip the cards based on very short supply and demand. So what do I mean by this, right? Take a look at this random Fodder card, Irene Parade. There's no shade to her. Sure, she's a lovely woman, but take a look, right? On her 14-day graph, when we've had tons of SBCs and then tons of supply, you'd expect it to fluctuate like mad. But what you're actually seeing is the absolute high of this card is like 16k, and the absolute low of this card is like 14k across. And see how the pattern just keeps, right? 2,000 coins is like a mad fluctuation. It's not great, but can you see how many little dips and rises you can take advantage of in a very short span of time? So for example here, these cards rose at 6 o'clock on a Sunday because we got crazy SBC on a Sunday. Now, you can't sit in mass invest for that, but what you could have done on Sunday morning is just bid on these cards for 13,250. On Sunday night, sell them for 14,750. Per card, you make 750 coins. It's not a mass invest. It's not a big 1 week investment. It's not a huge hold. You flip the cards in a short space of time. And can you see how you can do it again and again and again, right? In the morning here on Tuesday when no one's on the game doing SBCs, she's 15k. You get her on bids at 15k. Can you see that in the afternoon we got one good SBC and she's nearly 17k. Again, 700 coins to 1,000 coins per card, but it's very quick flips. You can do daily. Buy the daily low, sell the daily high, and it's very, very quick. We've got a full guide on it in the free Discord, like I always say, but it's very, very simple. Now, number 3, the second to last one. The last one is better, but this one is still great, and it is out of pack promo card trading, right? One example is this 2 Dominic Szoboszlai cards. He is, for some reason, well, I guess he plays for Liverpool and he's a Prem card, but he's very, very hyped and he has a lot of demand, basically. What you can do with both of these cards and any out of pack promo card that is very in demand is fluctuation trade them again. Quick flips. It is quick flips. Now, I'm not doing a full detailed guide just yet. We can drop one on the channel if it helps, but basically, these cards fall into supply and they go high again into demand. Even though they're not in packs, when cards get supplied, people often panic sell the rest of their team off because they're not the highest IQ individuals. It happens, right? So basically, you'll get these cards sold off, and then as people buy their weekend league squads back, they go, oh, I want rating reloads Dominic Szoboszlai in my team, and they go and buy him, and guess what? He goes up in price, and guess what? You make the coins on that trade. Now, again, I've oversimplified it, but do you see how everything is a system? You learn this one system, and you learn it for one card, and once you've learned it for one card, you can then do it for every card. You've learned it for Szoboszlai, you can now do it for Yates. You've learned it for Yates, you can now go and do it for another promo, like another Festival of Football's captain card, like Morata, Hegerberg. Obviously not these discard cards, we're talking the ones that are slightly more expensive. So in this case, pretty much none of these cards, as they are all discard, but like Otamendi there, he's about 15,000 coins, and you can even flip these lower end cards. I did say the last one is slightly better. It's a better system than these out-of-pack promo flips. And what is it? It's what we spoke about right at the start. It is, of course, icon trading. Now, whether you're low budget, high budget, never touched the trade in your life, or you've done this for 20, 30 years straight, because some people do play the game for that long, even though Ultimate Team has not been out for that long. Silly James. But basically, icon trading is the #1 gold standard. Why do I say that? Well, it's not the #1 most profitable method, but learning how to flip this Roy Keane is the #1 system you can implement into your trading game, into just playing the game, where if you can learn to flip this Roy Keane constantly, flip this Suka constantly, then essentially you have a single system of the most safe cards in the game, because these are the most safe cards in the game. They fluctuate the least in terms of huge swings. They are very consistent, safe profit. You learn it. You've got one method. Well, everyone's losing coins on Xerxes Pro card. You make 10, 15k on a Suka. You do it again and again and again, and you can see how that adds up to over 2.5 million coins, right? Now, I get this can be the most daunting method of them all, right? These are some cheaper icons you're seeing here, but when you get to some of these more expensive ones, like Chiellini, who we literally flipped live on stream, boys, we do this live on stream all the time. Come and check in and ask any questions, right? I get it's daunting, but I promise you, learn this now and take the 20 to 30k loss on the odd card here and there to learn it, right? You can essentially essentially do this on any single weekend heading into FUT Champs when cards get low of supply and high again into 9-10 p.m. UK as people buy the team. That is the high point for icons. They get high overnight as some of these cards are really rare. Take a look at Chiellini. There is currently 5 Chiellinis on the entire game. Overnight, there can be even less, which means they get super ridiculously expensive, and you start to learn these patterns, right? And with the one tip, the one mega tip I said I'd save for the end of the video, you'll start to see why if you can master this while everyone else is losing on standard investments, how you become the top 1% of trader on the game, right? So yeah, we'll jump into that tip right now. Just quickly before we do, well, why is old school trading done then? Why is this better if it's not been clear from this video? Well, old school trading's done for a few reasons. It's leaks. It's the amount of content on this game. It's the fact there's more traders than there's ever been before. So when that trader's selling the card, they're selling to another trader. They're not selling to anyone buying the card for their team. They're selling to someone else investing. And eventually in that chain of buyers, someone has to lose coins, which is quite sad, but it has to happen. And this simpler meta system of getting systems in place, how you can get an icon system and you can learn it, a chem style system, is the new trading meta. Right, I promised you all one final tip, and here it is. This is more of a fundamental that you can take forward with you for the rest of the game and probably the games going forward, and I'm on the FUTBIN popular page. And why is that? Well, the fundamental tip, and I'll explain it, but the fundamental tip is you need to buy when everyone else sells and avoid the obvious. Now, what does that mean? Okay, well, look at the FUTBIN popular page. Xerxes has been over-invested for so long now. He's been over-invested like crazy, and we know this because he's been on the FUTBIN popular page despite having a pretty crap card, I'll be honest, boys. Like, the card's not great for the current state of the game, but yet he's been on FUTBIN popular because he's a live card, and clearly a lot of people are on there checking his price, putting him to the top of popular because they're buying him as an investment. What does that mean? They buy him as an investment, and he's 53k, and he's currently, right now, about 3 hours later, 38,000 coins, and he's going down in live time. I do believe the event is on right now, which of course changes it. You've got Wijnaldum right now, and again, even these cards who are winning, it doesn't matter whether these cards win or lose, boys. And can you see, when everyone else buys, this is when you sell. If everyone's buying Wijnaldum, sell him. When everyone sells Wijnaldum off, this will be a good buy time. If this card gets to 12, 13k tonight, I'm going to buy this card. You know why? Because everyone else is selling it. I'll buy it, and eventually there'll be no one left to sell, and he'll go back up in price. So learn that fundamental. When everyone else is buying, you sell. When everyone else is selling, take advantage and buy. Boys, if you could drop a like on the video, we are currently trying to hit 10,000 subscribers, and every single like helps us push towards that goal. I appreciate all you legends. And if you took something good from today's video, if you got any value from it, then I know you'll enjoy this video on screen now, which is about every level of trader, because obviously you'll be one of these levels. So go and watch that. But boys, like always, until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.